this new one called Roadside Dandelions. It's our band's first, or my band. It's like 3 of us right now, but it's the first one that we started working on. Probably my favorite song that I've written so far. So
Cool.
Eyes like a car wreck, can't look away. Them roadside dandelions remind me I'm okay. Eyes like the ocean, hair like the sun. I don't think I deserve her, but I'm glad that she's my hun. 2 hearts on fire, no room left for scorn. Them roadside dandelions remind me that I'm warm. She picked me back up, put me back together again. And I didn't know where I'd be. They found me down on the street. It's been a long year and my legs they hurt from all of the times I've been dragged through the dirt. From someone who told me they loved me but lied the whole time. The music was playing too loud. We sat on the couch, you watched me freak out. I'm done spending time writing rhymes and bad endings to songs. I didn't know where I stand. Take the drugs out of my hands. Tell me I'm alive, and tell me I'm okay. Tell me that you love me, darling, even if it's fake. Oh, I'll leave you so disappointed. I love you, so I will avoid it. The fact I'm going crazy, the fact that I'm insane, 'cause I lost my best friend to a poison in his brain. Oh, you're giving me reasons to put all the love in my songs, but you can't help me right my wrongs. Can't help me right my wrongs. Can't help me right my wrongs. My wrongs, my wrongs. Eyes like a car wreck, can't look away. Them roadside dandelions remind me I'm okay. Eyes like an ocean and hair like the sun. I don't think I deserve her, but I'm glad that she's my hun. Yeah, so that's Roadside Dandelions for you.
That was fantastic.
Thank you.
I am so sorry I
No,
dropped the base of my mic right in the
all
middle. He's absolutely destroying this beautiful song right in front of us, and I'm just dropping my mic
It happens.
stand on there. That was fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, we had to move some mics around there, but we made it work. I think it sounded good through
Yeah.
the mic and
Yeah,
everything.
it sounded great. So we're sitting down here with Mr. Hayden Graber,
Yeah.
and that was Roadside Dandelion. So you want to tell us you have a background to that song, or just something that came to you?
I actually do. So I'm from Kansas, Ulysses, Kansas. So yeah, it's not bad. I forgot. This thing's kind of important. I'm from Ulysses, Kansas, and I was moving a buddy back here in Oklahoma, and we were on our way to my apartment, and we came across this wreck that was pretty bad. You know, it was one of those things that like you're like, dang, like that's a bad wreck, you know, and so we keep driving, and eventually we hit we passed this dirt road, and I saw this this patch of dandelions in the dirt road. They're like in the middle, like right in the middle, like just completely, like how are they up? Like how are they still intact? You know what I mean? And I kind of just thought, you know, that's kind of just kind of beautiful in a way. Like it's just like they're still up through all the chaos of like cars driving by, and somehow they haven't been like ran over and completely destroyed. So I had been struggling at the time with some things, and it kind of just reminded me to find some beauty in the chaos, You know what I mean? Like, just if those things can stand amidst all the cars and stuff, then I can definitely stand with college and just regular everyday life.
Yeah.
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 So you're in college right now.
Yeah.
So what's your major and where do you go to college?
So I go to UCO's sibling school, which is down in Bricktown, called ACM. It's the Academy of Contemporary Music.
Okay.
My major is performance. So what they do is they put us in a band together, and with like different musicians in the school, and you can either play cover songs, you can write your own. It just depends on who your teacher is. So my teacher, his name's Danny. I got put in the original group, so I've been writing songs for that band for a whole semester now. And every semester you get a new band, so I should have 4 by the time I'm done.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Is it hard having to play with like a new band every semester?
It's my first one right now because I'm a freshman. It was a little difficult. I won't lie. It was just kind of getting with other people. Like, there's not a big like country folk scene down at that school. A lot of the kids are like really kind of metal and rock based, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's really hard to find kind of a happy medium between what everybody wants in a song. So what we kind of did is we just had all of our singers. We had 3 of us. We just all wrote one song for us to sing, and the others did backups for it. And that's how we ended up making it all work. And we didn't fight all semester, and then the other day we were at rehearsal. We got our first fight, and I was like, we're gonna fight for the first time at our last sound check. That's great.
So do you guys play like around Oklahoma City, or do you just play like there at the college?
They provide 3 shows for us. ACM has a little venue in it, so we play 3 times there with 5 other bands, which are all the other kids and stuff. But we never played outside of the school. It's all been pretty based at the school.
So we talked about this a little bit when you came in, but tell us how you got involved in this, because this was kind of last minute Cafe Christmas for you.
Yeah.
So how did you get? Tell us about that phone call.
So I played a little gig. I think it was in Blanchard, down south of Oklahoma City, and it was just this little Friendsgiving thing. You know what I mean? I was just trying to make some money, and I originally been playing down in Kingston, and a lady that I knew down in Kingston got me set up with this gig, and so I'm playing at this just little shop. You know what I mean? Just for these middle-aged people, you know, and they were like, "Hey, we know the guy that owns the Tumbleweed down in Stillwater, and we sent him some of your stuff, and he really likes you." And I was like, okay. So they were like, don't get your hopes up, but maybe you'll get a show or something. And I was like, all right. So I didn't really think anything of it. And then Carrie followed me on Instagram and sent me a message, and I was like, yeah. So it took a couple weeks, but we ended up hopping on a phone call with each other, and then he added me to the list of people playing. And I'm really stoked. I've never played anything like this before, so it's been a pretty big deal for me and my family. My family's coming down to see me. So.
Okay,
That's
very cool.
Yeah.
Is this your first official like gig besides that? Like,
Yeah, this is my first thing I've ever like had my like name on. It's
I mean,
really-
that's
it's really
a
insane.
pretty good place to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I really like it. It looks nice too. So.
Yeah. Yeah, this place is, we were talking about this earlier, but, you know, there's something special about this place. Like, it's just a cool place still, but even the history that you know, came with this place also.
Yeah.
And you're playing both nights, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know when, like what times and stuff, but I just know I'll be here both nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're going to do it right here, and then I think we kind of talked about this, but, like, song swap kind of thing. Do you already have those songs planned out, or are you going to, like, come up with them in the moment?
Most of them, I like to come up with stuff in the moment. I think stuff happens naturally, very naturally for me when I just try to let it flow. You know what I mean? Just depends on kind of what I'm feeling. But I do have some of it planned because I didn't want to completely head into this with my hands tied behind my back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so I am glad that I did that. I took the time out of my day to actually focus on what
Yeah.
I was doing.
So
did you skip class to be here today?
Not today. I don't have class on Fridays.
what a luxury.
Yeah.
So what songs, like, do you have all like originals that you're gonna play today, or are you gonna play any covers, or maybe like a Christmas song?
I'll probably play a couple covers, but I don't plan on doing too many. I really want to get. I hone in on my writing, like, very much so. I like to. It's like my favorite part of all of it.
Yeah.
So I love playing my own songs for people, because I mean most of the time I've gotten pretty decent reviews on songs I've played. Not always great, but
yeah, it sucked. It was terrible.
yeah. Awesome. But
Mess with you.
no, I just love playing my own music. Eventually, like, you've got to, you know what I mean? I've been on TikTok for 3 years playing covers and stuff, and then finally last year I put out my first song, and it did pretty good, and I was like, well, maybe I should just start writing more, and then it kind of turned into something that I was doing more and more every day, and I don't think there's been a day since my junior year of high school that I haven't physically wrote on a piece of paper. So it's the biggest part of my music is my writing.
That's awesome.
Well, speaking of that, why don't you hit us with another song, if you don't mind?
Yeah, we'll do. This next one, I wrote this with a buddy, and it's called Shower Thoughts, and it's very
Excuse me?
Shower Thoughts. Yeah. That's the typical answer that I get from that name. But it is written about a girl, not like a girl that I know. It's just about a girl in general. And it was the first song that I got on here, and I was like, it was more than just like campfire chords, you know. It was more than it goes up here. This first part's gonna sound a little weird. I'm just gonna bore you. Well, I've been doing alright. I sat in the shower for probably an hour thinking about you tonight, and I can't see why. And as the water flows, I've got no control, and I've got nothing left to show. And I wish you were here right now. You always stuck so loud right outside the crowd, right outside the crowd. So maybe I've been crazy, and I need someone to save me, and that someone might be you. So baby, I need you to hear me and realize that you need me. Damn time. And I've been doing okay, and my work's the same, but I think about you all day. And no, nothing's wrong, except when I write, you find your way into my songs. My window fogs from on my side. I really wish you were here to hold me through the night, to hold me through the night. So maybe I've been crazy, and I need someone to save me, and that someone might be you. So baby, I need you to hear me and realize that you need me. You have the whole damn time. And if I'm being too upfront, won't you just tell me to shut up? I thought I'd tell you if they rhyme. I've been in love with you the whole damn time. So that's Shower Thoughts. I finished that one probably 6 months ago. Got the luxury of recording that in Nashville
That's awesome.
in September.
Did you write that in the shower?
I wish that'd
Yeah.
probably be a better story, but no. I was sitting at a friend's house around a bonfire, and he writes poetry, a lot of poetry, and I was like, well, maybe we could just write together sometime and see if it works out, and it worked out pretty fine. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
thank you.
So, how often have you been going up to Nashville to record?
Only once. So I got extremely lucky. I went with a guy named Cole Phillips and Trevor Thornton, and Cole is signed with, I think, Columbia and they're like with Sony and all that, and they paid for him to use Songbird Studios, which is like one of the nicest studios in the world.
Yeah.
And he got sick the second day we were there, so I got the whole day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got extremely lucky. It was supposed to be like, hey, let's go on this trip, it'll be fun, you can get like around it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it turned into, hey, we're recording an EP for you tonight.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
we
crazy.
were there all day. It was awesome. It was an experience.
Talk about right place, right time.
Yeah.
So did you tell Sony that you expect a contract?
No,
sometime soon?
I didn't. I was I don't know. I've never really been. I'm pretty independent. I'm totally open to the idea of like a management or a label, but I've never been hit with an opportunity with it.
I mean, everybody's independent until the checkbook comes out, you know?
Yeah.
That checkbook's scary sometimes. They're like, hey, we're gonna give you like $7,000, and you gotta pay it back all later. But they're not gonna tell you that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So who are you listening to right now? What's on your Spotify Wrapped, I should say?
Oh, my
Do you
Spotify
use
Wrapped?
Spotify or Apple Music?
I use Spotify.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
My top 5. I am a big Zach fan. I do like Zach's music. A lot of my writing was
Which one?
Zach Bryan.
Okay.
And Zach Brown. I do like Zach Brown too.
Well,
I'm
I'm talking
talking
about
Zach
Top,
Top.
but
Zach Top. I
Yeah.
do love Zach Top too.
all the Zachs.
All the Zachs.
You get a Zach. You get a Zach.
No, they all make great music. I hadn't discovered him fast enough to get him up there, but I do listen to him quite a bit. I've been listening to a lot of Braxton Keith.
There we go.
My top 5 was I think it was Zach, Noah Kahn, Tyler Childers, Co Wetzel, and maybe I think it was Alice in Chains, if I'm correct.
Whoa, a big curveball right there.
I've got
at the end.
I've got a really big taste in music. Like a lot of my stuff, like I'm a big grunge fan. Guys like Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam is probably my favorite by far. Eddie Vedder's I think he's just a genius. And Alice in Chains was big for me. I listen to Blind Melon a lot. People don't
Really?
usually, yeah. I like Blind Melon.
The only song everybody knows from Blind Melon is No Rain.
They've got one called Change, and Change is a great song. I wish I could sing like that guy.
Yeah.
He's got a great voice. But Change is a great song. My dad showed it to me a couple of years back, and every now and then I come back to it and I remember it. I'm like, hey, that song's good.
Yeah.
You know, but definitely more on the folky side right now of stuff that I've been doing. I've been listening to a lot of Lumineers, a lot of Stephen Wilson Jr., of course.
That's the second person today out of 2 podcasts that has said they listen to Stephen
Oh,
Wilson.
he's a genius. He's just awesome. His music is great. I've been listening to him for a long time too. Back when he put 1994 out. That's
Really?
the first song I heard by him, which was his most popular song at the time. But I think that was probably in 2020. And I sent him a message and I was asking him if he could tell me how to play it, and he did, and that was pretty cool.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
He's a super nice guy. We had to talk to him when he played at Born and Raised, and he was a cool guy. Super smart too,
Really?
insanely smart.
Scientist, actually.
Yeah. That's what he.
Serious?
Yeah. And now he can't take me seriously because I've been messing with him. No, that's serious. Yeah.
Yeah, he. I forgot what his degree that he got
It's
in.
like. It's like micro.
Yeah, it was like
biology.
Yeah, it was like a
type something.
microbiology thing, and he went to Australia for a long time and
Wow.
was doing work over there.
Yeah, I had no clue about that.
Yeah, that's where he started. Was actually in Australia for the most part.
I've been listening to a lot of, and this has just been always. I listen to a lot of Colby Acuff. I did.
We just talked to him too.
I
Sorry
saw
about
that. That was
Yeah.
awesome. I did. When it came to kind of just me getting my foot in the door, I made a video of me singing "If I Were the Devil," and he did it a stitch with it, and then eventually he followed me back, and I sent him a message, and I thanked him, and because he is probably one of my biggest inspirations in country music, and every now and then if I got a question, I'll send him a text or something, and he's just kind of seemed like the right guy to go to, and he definitely was the right guy to go to. He gives great advice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He just got Colby Acuff and Stephen Wilson Jr.'s back pocket, doesn't he?
I guess, yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. There was another one you mentioned. Who was that now? Who's the other? We were talking about somebody we've had on. I can't remember now.
I don't know either.
I don't know why I'm drawing a blank either. It was somebody did Spotify Wrapped?
No, this was when we were talking in here before you were in here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Neither do I. I'll probably remember it later.
I'll remember it tonight when I'm about to fall asleep. I'll be like, oh wait.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what do you have a process whenever you sit down to write?
Honestly, I am one of those writers that's like, if something bad's happening to me, like that's a blessing in disguise. Like I can write about it.
Yeah.
You know? I can turn any bad situation into a good song.
Yeah.
It just honestly depends. Like sometimes I'll just be like sitting around and I'll think of something. Like I had something literally earlier that I was gonna come in here. When I walked in here to get my guitar, I walked in here because I had an idea and I was like, I can't remember it now, which kind of sucks because it was a good idea. Honestly, things kind of just come to me every now and then. Like that first song that I played for you, it was like, I was supposed to explain that. The first line is eyes like a car wreck because I can't look away. And like, you ever seen a girl with like really, really pretty eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you kind of just like, kind of get lost just a little
Yeah.
bit. And that was kind of the same feeling that I had when we saw that car wreck. Is like, I can't look away from this. And
Yeah.
so it's kind of like dark in a way, but it's not at the same time.
Yeah. We always just like not on the same level, of course, because we don't write music, but we'll just like say random lines to each other sometime. Like I got this door that sticks on the front of my house. Like you open it up and it'll stick for like some portion, but then like on the concrete.
Yeah.
And first time he saw that, he's like, "What the heck is this?" I'm like, "It's a feature, not a flaw, because I can open it up. I don't need a doorstop."
Yeah.
So I've had that line stuck in my head forever. It's a feature, not a flaw.
That's awesome.
So there's your a throwaway line if you want to stick that in a song. Just give me credit when you do.
Yeah,
so,
songwriting credit.
Yeah,
too.
please.
Sure. I'll put you down in the the credits in the Spotify.
Please.
So tell us about your EP. When's that coming?
I honestly, I don't know yet. We me and Trevor, we kind of just Trevor's the guy that produces most of my stuff. We got it done. We weren't sure what we were gonna do with it, and then I decided that I do want to turn it into an EP. But I took a couple songs off of it to release on my older brother's birthday back on the 25th. I do that every year for him because he passed back in 2018, and so I took a couple songs off of that one. So it had 8. I think it has 6 now. A lot of those songs are just kind of my experiences throughout like high school. You know, I got a song called Fix. It's about my friend group. So we called ourselves Fix. I don't know. It's like, if you're not like in it, it kind of seems like a dumb name. I don't know why we call it that, but it's like, it's not even an inside joke. Just one day, like we made a group chat and called it that. I think I have no clue, but there's about 18 of us, or maybe 14 of us, around there. And we took a big trip to Colorado for our senior trip, and I got some pretty good ideas from that. And I came back and wrote a song called "Fix" and got it recorded and put it on there as a kind of a tribute to those guys. You know, love them; they're awesome. And I got another song on there. I'm trying to think. I'm like blanking now. I was having issues for a while I was still at home. You know, you're senior in high school and it's summer and you're kind of just ready to get out. I wrote this song called "Drown." And it was kind of just like a rant. I think my writing sticks out because I kind of word vomit, you know, it's just kind of like, I'll just like drop like a heart shattering line and then move on like it was nothing, you know?
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of those songs on there just are about like what was going on at the time, and you're kind of like damn, and then like you just said that and just moved on from it like it doesn't even matter.
No.
But that's what most of those songs are about, just the hard time that I was in at the time. I think that the tracks are, I took Good Old Days off of it. Good Old Days came out on the 25th last month. Angel's Love is on there, Shower Thoughts is on there, Fix is on there, Drown is on there. I'm completely blanking now, but there's good songs on there. I will say that since I got back, I have written way better songs than what's on there, so I am really excited to push past that point already. But we were talking about maybe a January, February release. Told it's not a great time to drop music in this kind of span of area, I think. But we'll just have to see how it does.
Do you know the reason behind that?
I don't. I have no clue. It's they just told me that it wasn't a good time to drop. Artists don't drop usually unless it's like a Christmas project during this time of year. I think it's just because everybody's probably going on break and stuff, and not at work as much.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If I was an artist, I think about this with there was a couple like Braxton Keith put out an EP. His EP came out last night. I would want, like, this close to the end of the year, I would probably be like, I want to put it out next year, so it says like 2025.
Yeah,
I would want to put my stuff out like at the beginning of the year, just for sake of labeling. But
I don't know. I'd probably drop a song every 2 weeks if I could. But it just doesn't work like that.
Just keep them on the hook.
Yeah.
You can. Ever heard of DistroKid? You
That's
just
what I
put
use.
whatever you want on
That's
there.
what I use. I just don't think I think it's smart. I think it works for some guys. Like for a while, Gavin Adcock was dropping every other week or so. It was really working for him. But I think you got to be a certain type of person to kind of get that off. You know.
Yeah.
I said DistroKid. Smith Music.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
You familiar with Smith Music?
Uh-uh.
So they do. This sounds like an ad. It's not an ad, but Ricky, if you want it to be an ad, we can make it an ad. They do they did all the Live at Billy Bob's records.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like DistroKid. Like you can put music out through them, and they'll distribute it and all that stuff. So.
Yeah. Cool.
Do you have a title for the EP yet?
I was thinking. So I've been kind of juggling this name for the last like couple months, and it was the Plainsman, and then Wyatt Flores just came out with that album Welcome to the Plains, and I was like, maybe not that anymore. You know what I mean? I didn't want to seem kind of like I was like copying that in any way. You know what I mean?
Here's a crazy idea.
Yeah.
Just because you came on here, I'm assuming this is your first podcast, right?
Yeah.
Just name it the Watering Hole EP, and then it's all good. Mess with it.
Sign the dotted line right now.
Yeah.
Don't read the terms and conditions, just sign it. Hit the little check box.
So where can people, like, do you have a website, or are you just on socials? Where can people like check you out?
I'm just on socials. I'm really active on Instagram.
You on TikTok?
I am.
Okay.
TikTok's my biggest platform. I think I got 91,000 followers now.
Oh wow.
And that's probably the best place to find me. I post about it once a day. So
That's nice.
yeah. Is it okay if I stay out late? The boys are out on the town and I'm moving states. Moving on down to Oklahoma City. Tonight not drinking alone, but Fix was drinking with me. Move on over to Colorado Springs with cheap booze and beer and tattoos and things. The end of the nights we'd all go home and play pool in the morning like nothing was wrong. I can't even count all the Saturday nights that we'd sit by the fire and we'd watch the fights. Sometimes it was one of us, but we'd always jump in if it looked dangerous. Well, me and my friends, we've always been kind of rowdy, counting down the days till we all leave Grant County. Little did we know the time was running out, but we've had our fun, and that's what Fix was about. And all of our moms loved us like their own. We had the comfort of knowing we had second homes, old sleepovers on trampolines. Where do we go from here? Swear we were just 13. Some of us had to go down darker roads. I'm thankful for the bad times and the love I know. We fight like brothers, we laugh like friends. Now I'm stuck here hoping that this never ends. Well, me and my friends, we've always been kind of rowdy, counting down the days till we all leave Grant County. Little did we know the time was running out, but we had our fun, and that's what Fix was about. Is it okay if I stay out late? Them boys are out on the town and I'm moving states. Moving on city at night, not drinking alone. Fix was drinking with me.
All right, Hayden, we appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, thanks for having
It's been a blast, and maybe one day we'll catch you back on the road and we'll do it again.
Of course, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.